like to call this meeting of the Alexander County Board of Commissioners into session. At this time, I'm going to call on Commissioner Josh Lale, who will lead us into the invocation, and I'll call on Commissioner Campbell, who will follow with the Pledge of Allegiance. If y'all would, please rise.
Bow your heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the love you share with us. Thank you for the beautiful weather that we've got to enjoy the last few days. Dear Heavenly Father, please help us to remember why we're here, and that's to serve each and every citizen of Alexander County. Help us to make good decisions. Thank you for those in attendance, for their concern, for their involvement. Dear God, be with us again as we conduct this meeting. And most of all, thank you for your Son. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Gentlemen, is there any commissioner that has any reports tonight? There being none, you've had your agenda before you. I'd entertain a motion at this time to approve the agenda as is.
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda as is.
Second.
Motion is made and second. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise. And just for information for those in attendance and on the radio, we have one commissioner who's absent tonight. He got caught out of state in working conditions, and he had to stay and take care of some business for the job that he does. So he'll be with us at the next meeting. The first item on the agenda tonight is public comment. And just so that everybody will understand, I'm going to read this about the Alexander County Board of County Commissioners public comment. It says here the public comment period is intended to allow the Board of Commissioners an opportunity to listen to citizens' comments and concerns. It is not a time for the board to discuss issues or answer impromptu questions. A time period of 15 minutes has been established for public comment at the beginning of the first regular meeting in each month. The length of comment for each speaker is limited to 3 minutes. Please select one person, one spokesperson to represent a group of citizens with the same concerns or questions. Comments are to be directed to the board as a whole and not to individual members. Citizens will be expected to be civil and courteous in their language and limit comments to issues of public concerns. Topics requiring further investigation will be referred to the appropriate county officials or staff and may be scheduled for a future agenda. Any citizens wishing to address the board during public comment shall call the clerk to the board prior to the meeting to have their name placed on the list. And at this time, I understand we have 4 citizens who have signed up to speak. And at this time, I'd call on Amy Hopke. Oh, okay, all right. Since you're speaking on her behalf, if you don't mind, if you'd come over to the podium and state your name and address just for the record, please, ma'am.
My name is Anita Nicholson. I reside in Stony Point. Thank you, you commissioners, for giving us the time to voice our concern. We are a group of parents with young adults with special needs. In January 2012, we came as the voice for our children and the children in the future with special needs, attempting to begin a compensatory education program for our county. With the help of CVCC and the county manager, Rick French, our program was up and running May 1st, 2012. We started with only 4 students, and as of today, at any given time, we are up to 18, with an expected 1 to 2 arriving with full participation each graduation year. As parents of special needs, it is imperative that our voices be heard for those whom are unable to voice their own. We are extremely proud and thankful to live in Alexander County, a county which provides excellent education opportunities and programs, not only for students with physical or mental limitations, but also for those who do possess such limitations. For such parents of such individuals, we are always seeking what is best for them, in order that they will reach his or her full potential for the benefit of themselves and our community. The Compensatory Education Program offered by CVCC at the Alexander County campus not only provides such opportunities, but also an educational setting that has resulted in amazing cognitive growth for our students. CVCC has enabled our young adults to give back to the community by means of which they have volunteered at the Christian Crisis Center, maintained and harvested a community garden for 2 years, distributed supplies for litter sweep, helped pack food boxes for the needy at Thanksgiving, baked items and donated to Smart Start online bake sale, done the penny drive for the Red Cross, collected and emptied recycle bins at CVCC. Child hunger ends here, collecting and entering codes. Trash cleanup on campus. This has created a strong sense of worth for our students to be able to give back to the community that has given to them. And we are consistently looking for new agencies that will recruit our young people for volunteer assistances in hopes to help Alexander County and surrounding communities thus farther. Our program, along with others that fall under the basic adult learning skills at CVCC, is in jeopardy. We, as a collective group of concerned parents and caregivers, are beseeching of the utmost respect to the Board of Commissioners that a line item for the Compensatory Education Program at CVCC Alexander Campus be included in your upcoming fiscal year budget, and any money allocated to us be earmarked for the Compensatory Education Program. We thank you for your time hearing us and allowing us to voice these needs of all these young adults. Sincerely, concerned parents of Alexander County.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask one question. I know you're speaking for a group of individuals, and if you do not mind, the group of individuals that you are speaking for, could you all get a list of those names and make sure that those get to the clerk so that we'll have those for the record that way, because we know you're a spokesman for the group, okay?
Okay.
That'd be fine?
All right.
Thank you.
Sure will. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Dr. Keith Maurice, Compensatory Education at CVCC. Dr. Mackay. Okay, it looked like, I'm sorry, it's the way it was spelled on here. I totally believe it. Dr. Mackay, I do apologize, sir.
Like you read my handwriting. So.
I'm not going to say, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
First, I appreciate the opportunity to talk. My name is Keith Mackay. I'm the Executive Vice President at CVCC, and here to talk about this very important offering that we have here in the county. Dr. Henshaw would be here with us, given the importance this evening. He's in Raleigh currently and could not be here, but he sends his regards, and also a message that this program is very valuable and to the college and to the community. I think the statement by the parents this evening indicate the need for this program, and also a statement of the quality of the program that we've put forward. We have had program cuts and budget cuts, of course, over the last few years, as a number of state and county agencies have had. And I have to say that these cuts, of course, are counter to our mission. We try to avoid cutting classes because it's not in the benefit of the community and it's not in the benefit of the college. But we are working to spread fewer resources over additional programs. Just to give you an example, we've experienced significant cuts in funding across the board of the college. Last year, we cut 5 curriculum programs totally. We've cut a number of positions, and we've also cut other resources such as travel and equipment and supplies and so forth. Adult Basic Skills, which compensatory education program falls within those walls of that program, is funded through a block grant. And I say that to say that money that's funded to us cannot be taken out and used for other programs. Since about 2010, we've seen a $700,000 cut in funding in our basic skills area. So that's about 45% of the budget we've seen cut over this time period. We've lost 4 full-time positions and also some part-time positions. And we've made cuts, unfortunately, we've had to make cuts across the board in all the basic skills programming. In addition to the programming, we've also been pursuing grants, but a number of the grants have dried up on the federal level, but we continue to work very hard to find any additional funding or resources that out there to support programs like this. We have canceled a number of off-campus sites completely and pulled some program back onto campus, given the limited resources and the instructional staff that we have access to. During the summer, we normally cut about 75, or we offer about 75% less classes than we offer in the spring and the fall. This summer, of course, the budget is part of the session that's going on currently. We hope mid-summer to late summer to have a budget, so we'll know sort of where we stand financially, and we will do all we can to provide as many classes as possible. We're offering 4 classes here in compensatory ed. We have cut that to 3. And we know that it does not benefit these students and their families, and we're working hard to find resources to continue that. We met with Mr. French at the beginning of last week to talk about reassessing this program at the end of summer, moving into the fall, to see if we can pull the resources necessary to continue the program. The main reason I wanted to speak tonight, though, was to emphasize the importance of this program and the fact that we know the importance of the program and we fully support it and we want to continue to offer it. We have expanded programming here in Alexander County through the support of the commissioners, which we greatly appreciate, and the citizens of Alexander County. So we look forward to working with you on supporting this program and pulling the resources together. We're doing everything we can, and we hope to bring back the 4th day of class in the fall if possible. We are fully committed to the program. We will continue to offer compensatory ed in Alexander County. The program's not going away. It's just been cut back slightly, and we hope to reverse that trend when we have the opportunity. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker will be Bud Cawood, Healing for Life, Great Race in Bethlehem.
I'm Bud Cawood. I'm a member of the Bethlehem Community Development Association. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I appreciate the opportunity to bring you some special information in an event that's taken place in Bethlehem on May the 16th. BCDA is sponsoring a very special running event called Healing for Life Great Race 4K. The proceeds from that event will go to support the backpack program of Alexander County, which sends a backpack of food home every weekend for over 300 of our children for the entire school year. The cost for that backpack is approximately $150 per child per year. This is not just a race for competitive runners. It's a fundraiser and is open to joggers and walkers and church groups and organizations as well. It's an in and out and back course that begins and ends at Bethlehem Elementary School with the finish on the Bethlehem School track. The 4K distance measures 2.48 miles, making it the fastest running distance event in North Carolina. Starting time for the Great Race is 9 a.m. Pre-registration is going on right now, but will end this Saturday, May 9th. Pre-registration includes a custom-designed T-shirt, certificate of appreciation, and goodie bag filled with all sorts of runners' things, including a pair of runners' athletic socks. Pre-registration cost is only $20. Registration forms are available on the Bethlehem Community Development Association website at www.bethlehemcda.org. That's www.bethlehemcda.org. Or you can register online at www.runsignup.com. www.runsignup.com. Race day registration is only $20 as well, but a T-shirt will not be included, so it's important that you pre-register. Plus, it helps the organizers to understand how many people are going to be coming. Race day registration will be from 7:30 to 8:45 a.m. Custom engraved glass mug awards will be given to first, second, and third place overall male and female winners. Medals will be awarded in all age divisions from 11 and under to 70 and over. There will also be custom engraved glass mug award for the master division for first female and male finisher age 40 and over. This race is also a part of the Alexander County Points Challenge Race Series. So the race again is called Healing for Life Great Race, May 16th at Bethlehem Elementary School, and the starting time is 9 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next person that had signed up to speak is Wesley Hammer.
Thank you, Commissioners, for your time, your service. I, too, am going to speak on the compensatory education. You've heard of the shortfall in the budget. You've heard about looking for money, trying to fund this. I don't have anything additional to add to that. But what I do have to add to it is on a personal level. For you see, it's my brother that's been a part of this, and it's affected. And unless one has lived with or been a caregiver to an individual of special needs, we really don't understand how it affects them. He's very scheduled. He gets up in the morning and he's eager for class, to the point that he would even go on a Saturday, a Sunday. If it was offered, he would go every day. It offers them structure, and it offers them the ability to interact socially with one another. I can't express the value that it's given him in his life, and as well as it gives mom and dad time as well, as far as the other parents. Everything can't be measured in dollars and cents, as I think we could all agree. The value that's added to their lives, the value of this class through CVCC, I'm asking you to find funding for that. And we'd appreciate all your help, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. All right, the next item on the agenda is item number 2, public hearing, minimum housing and nuisance ordinance. So that each and every one of you will know, this will be a continuation of the public hearing that took place approximately 2 weeks ago. This is a continuation of that, so the hearing is already in session. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good evening to the board. As you said, this is a continuation of that public hearing, so if there was anyone here that would like to speak on the matter, certainly have the ability to. I think in speaking with the county manager, he would like to continue this public hearing until the June meeting as well, to give some more time for input. So if anyone is here that wishes to speak, they can, and would ask that you continue the public hearing until the next scheduled meeting in June.
Okay. I'm going to give the folks an opportunity. If there's anyone here that would like to speak in reference to this public hearing at this time under the minimum housing and nuisance ordinance, if you'd like to speak on that subject, now's a good time for you to be able to do so. Yes, sir. If you'd state your name when you come to the podium, please.
Sir, my name's Larry Riddle from Taylorsville.
Does this reflect back on empty single wides and double wides that have been empty for years?
Not necessarily. There's
Could-
minimum standards.
Could it?
If it does not meet the minimum standards set forth in the minimum housing ordinance, then yes, it could apply to that.
As this county is always in need of funds, and I'm looking at real estate taxes mainly, I've lived here long enough to drive around this county several times. There's one thing that sticks out, and that's empty single wides and double wides with a hayfield growing up around them. And these become lots of things, none of them good. What really scares me is they make an opportune place to start meth labs. And we all know, or should know, what it costs to clean one of those up. I would like to see incorporated into your zoning, any of these that have sat empty for a period of 2 years, uninhabited, that there is a $200 a year fee attached to their real estate taxes on that lot until one of two things happens. The trailer disappears, or the lot's cleaned up and somebody moves in, which means that the house has to be habitable. And this is another way to increase the value of the property that it's setting on, which should increase your tax base. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Any commissioner have anything to say at this time? Okay. Entertain a motion to continue this until the June,
Let's see, the second, was the first meeting in June.
June the
The,
12th?
June the 1st.
June the 1st.
June 1st.
Continuation of June the 1st. I put that in the form of a motion myself. I need a second.
Second?
A motion is made and second. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. This will be a continuation of the public hearing until that time. Item number 3, Mr. John Pilkington, the county planner, moratorium on new solar farm developments. Mr. Pilkington?
Yes, thank you again, Mr. Chairman. The county staff had been in the process of developing inspection and zoning regulations for future solar farms. Staff is requesting that the commissioners enact a 90-day moratorium on any new solar farm applications. This simply would not allow development of any new solar farms for a 90-day period from today, if adopted, so that we can develop zoning standards for new solar farm developments. This would not affect any that are currently constructed or any that have been permitted and have not begun construction yet. It would only affect potential new solar farms. Now, there hasn't been anything come to me at any time since the previous one that had been permitted a few months ago. So we're not doing anything that is going to hinder any potential development at this point, but it would just allow us to put regulations in the zoning ordinance specific to solar farms.
Gentlemen?
I'll make a motion that we enact a 90-day moratorium on solar farm applications from starting today.
Motion's made. Is there a second?
Second, and I just.
Right,
wanted to-
I got you. All right. There's a motion and a second. Is there any further comment?
Just one thing. I want you to be clear. There are no pending solar farm applications coming in. We're not hindering anyone's development. You're just asking, because we're looking at some of the zoning issues right now, you're asking for 90 days so that if that comes in, that we have time to get that in place. So
That is-
I just wanted the public to
Yeah,
be clear.
that is correct. We permitted one I think in February, March, and it may have been prior to that. I'm not sure how construction stands on that at this point, but that one is the only one that has been permitted, and it would not affect that one. And then there, of course, is one other that's in operation currently.
Right.
Neither of those two will be affected, and this will not hinder anything that has been brought.
And one thing I would say is, please don't think by us enacting a 90-day moratorium on solar farms that we are against alternative energy in any way, shape, or form. The county staff, as well as the commissioners, feel like there need to be some rules set in place to protect property, to protect surrounding property owners and the public from future solar farm development.
That's right. This has pretty much been a hot button issue in the state. There are tax credits that are expected to sunset at the end of 2015. So we've had in the area, in the state, an influx of solar farms because they're receiving federal tax credits, which those I believe will continue, but also state tax credits have been put in place, but those are expected to expire at the end of 2015, which is why we've seen an increase in those developments. And it's one of those things where it kind of hit all counties and towns with, hey, how do we handle these things and what do we do? And like you said, it's not that we're opposed to clean energy, but just want to make sure that everything's protected and neighbors and even the developments themselves.
Anything else?
Got mine. I was going to ask how many, you said there are two,
Right.
one operational, one in progress.
Yes.
All right, good deal. Any other questions? Will there be no further discussion? All those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Pilkington.
Thank you.
Item number 4, resolution to join Western Piedmont Jobs Training Consortium. Mr. French.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Last summer, new federal workforce legislation was passed, and it replaced the Workforce Investment Act. The new program is called Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, and as part of that program for the 4 counties in the Western Piedmont Council of Government and the 15 municipalities, a resolution, which you have enclosed, is required if we want to participate in it. That will allow us to participate in some training programs and other programs that would be cost-saving to our business and industry. And we'd recommend approval of the resolution.
Okay, gentlemen, you have the resolution before you there. Are there any questions? All those in favor indicate by raising,
You got
I have
a
a
motion.
motion, excuse me.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the resolution to join the Western Piedmont Jobs Training Consortium.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Now, is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you very much. Item number 5, I'd like to call on Mr. Gary Herman, Small Business Development Coordinator, to discuss the Rocky Fest 2015 update.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Thank you for letting me be here tonight. Got a great event coming up this coming Saturday, May the 9th, at Rocky Face Park, Rocky Face Mountain Recreational Area. We've been planning this for probably 5 or 6 months, if it goes back that far, but this is our 3rd annual event. I would say this is the signature event in Alexander County. We're pleased to be able to host this for our residents and our visitors. So we would like to encourage everyone to come out and come to Rocky Fest this coming Saturday. We've got a short video that we've been using on government channel, social media, and we're going to play that for you and talk a little bit more about the event after that. Rocky Face Mountain Recreational Area is quickly becoming the destination for area hikers, rock climbers, and nature enthusiasts. To commemorate the park's 3rd anniversary, Alexander County is planning Rocky Fest 2015, set for Saturday, May the 9th. The big event is sponsored by Duke Energy, our platinum sponsor, Energy United, our gold sponsor, Craftmaster Furniture, Huntington House Furniture, and Main Avenue Music, our silver sponsors, and by Schneider Mills and SureTape Technologies, our bronze sponsors. Rocky Fest is sure to have something for everyone. The day begins with the Kurt Barkley 5K and Rocky Fest 10K and 20K trail races at 8:30 a.m. Registration is currently underway for these running events. Also, there will be children's activities, rock climbing and rappelling, food, arts and crafts, vendors, live music, chainsaw carving, guided nature hikes, a picking tent for unplugged musicians, nature displays, and much more. Most activities will run from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with live music from 12 noon until 6 p.m. A mix of traditional and roots music that encompasses folk, blues, contemporary acoustic, country, jazz, and bluegrass. The featured musicians include Thomas Aaron Garlow at 12 noon, J. Patrick Warren at 12:50, Mary Elizabeth at 1:40, The Message at 2:30, The Neighbors at 3:45, and Alexander County's own The Idle Time Band at 5 o'clock. Bring your friends and family and a lawn chair and enjoy the day at Rocky Face Park. The parking lot will be closed, however, ample parking will be available at Rocky Face Baptist Church and other nearby parking areas. Greenway Public Transportation will transport visitors to and from the event. Vendor applications are currently being accepted through May 3rd. For all the details, visit rockyfacepark.com/rockyfest or call 828-632-1093. For more information about the trail races, visit alexandercountync.gov/events or call Rick French at 828-632-9332. See you at Rocky Face Mountain Recreational Area on Saturday, May the 9th for Rocky Fest 2015. Okay, so we just got to play the commercial for a good crowd here, so we're happy about that. But it is going to be a big day here in Alexander County. I mean, in the past, we've had anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people come to the event. And, you know, based on the promotion we've done this year and the musical lineup and the activities, you know, you could be 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 people. We really don't know what to expect, but we're excited, and everything, you know, in terms of admission, rock climbing, children's activities, it's all free to the public. So anyone can come out and have a good time at Rocky Face Park this Saturday. So pretty much the video says it all. I don't know if you guys have any questions about the flow of events that day or any concerns, or we're looking forward to it.
Everybody needs to show up, have a good time, and enjoy the day.
They do.
Mow your grass on Friday and be out there Saturday.
Exactly right. And we are pleased to have our sponsors this year. They were very generous, and we had some local furniture companies step up, and of course our electric cooperative and Duke Energy as our platinum sponsor. So very appreciative of those funds coming in to help us put this event on. And thank you for your support of the event as well. So, any questions? All right.
Thank you, Gary. Good job.
Thank you, Larry.
Item number 6 on the agenda, sales tax update, 2014-15 budget year. Mr. French, County Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So far in this year, in our sales tax, we have collected $2,552,895. That is almost 71% of the budget collected, with 66.67% of the year expired. We budgeted in sales tax dollars, which is the second largest revenue source the county has, $3,605,000. Compared to last year's actual number, we are almost 7.2% ahead of schedule. So still ahead, and that's a good sign for us. And I just want to bring that report to the board's attention.
Very good. Thank you very much, sir. That's good to see those numbers coming up. Item number 7, budget ordinance amendments number 41 through 44. Mr. French, County Manager.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. Budget amendment number 41 is to increase the library budget technology line item for donations received, to increase emergency services department group insurance budget for dental vision insurance expense for an employee who declined the coverage in prior years, to increase the medical examiner budget for estimated expenses through June 30th, 2015. Budget amendment number 42 will result in a net increase of $75,000 in expenditures in the general fund, a net increase of $75,000 in the School Capital Improvements Fund. Number 43 is to increase the EMS budget for accrued leave payouts due to 2 employees leaving county employment. Vacation, holiday, comp time payouts were not included in the original budget. To increase the EMS budget for payroll and benefits for the remainder of 2015, fiscal year 2015, actual expenses are more than original budget estimates. And to increase the sheriff's budget for payroll and benefits for the remainder of fiscal year 2015, actual expenses are more than original budget estimates. Budget Amendment 44 is to increase the sheriff budget for equipment for patrol cars and silencers for special response team. Federal equitable share funds received from Homeland Security in current year and prior years' fund balance will be used. It's not general fund. These special funds must be used to increase the law enforcement budget for these items. I'll be glad to try to answer any questions you have about the amendments, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, sir. Any questions, gentlemen?
Mr. French, Budget Ordinance Amendment number 42, to adjust the budget estimate for sales tax hold harmless payments.
Yes,
Basically, that means that sales tax was up, so the payments are up, correct?
that's correct. We have to hold the schools harmless.
Yeah. Which, I mean, this is a good budget ordinance change.
Any other questions? I'd entertain a motion at this time, gentlemen.
Move to approve budget ordinance amendments number 41, 42, 43, and 44.
Second.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Item number 8, other business, county manager's report. Mr. French.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Next Monday, May the 11th, we have a budget meeting planned at 6 p.m. at the County Administration Building. That's to discuss items related to the 2015-2016 budget. And on May 18th, we'll be presenting the recommended budget for 2015-2016. Like to, and that meeting is here. Again, the meeting on the 11th is at the County Administration Building, and that's a staff to commissioners meeting, and the meeting on the 18th is in this facility. The Finance Committee has been meeting. Finance Committee had a meeting last night, May the 3rd, and we'll get an update from them on at May 11th. Also, we've gotten a couple calls. Recently got a call concerning shooting in one of the subdivisions in Alexander County in Arbor Springs. We received a complaint from a resident about a person shooting a semi-automatic weapon in that subdivision, and we're looking into it. Currently, right now, our noise ordinance only covers the hours of 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., and that's what it addresses more of as a noise type situation. So we're checking into what other counties are doing, and we'll report back soon. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
That's very good, sir. Mr. French, on the meetings that you have scheduled for the budget, May 4th, 11th, and 18th, May 4th and May 11th would be fine. Could we change the May 18th meeting till the 19th?
I'm gonna be gone.
Oh, what?
3 days.
Okay. Because Commissioner Campbell's going to be out of town, and seeing how that's a very important meeting as far as the budget's concerned, I'd really like for everybody to be here, sir.
Okay, I mean, we're not doing budget tonight, so you're talking about May change, we'll
The
have the
May
meeting on the
18th
11th,
meeting.
change the May.
Is there some way we can do that
To
to,
what day?
I'm gonna be out 18th, 19th, and 20th in Virginia with my job.
So do you want to change it until when?
what dates would be available that you're aware of, sir? I mean, I just tried to make sure, I didn't know whether we need to go to a Monday, or could we possibly do it on a Thursday
We have a
night?
meeting on the Tuesday after Memorial Day. We could just do then, if you want to do it on that time.
And that'll be the 26th?
26th.
We don't have this room.
Well, it's not here. It'd have to be at
That would be a
county
work
administration.
session, though.
Pardon me?
That'd be a work session on the 26th.
It would be, I present the budget that time. That's when the budget will get presented. It's got to be presented before June the 1st.
I understand that. I prefer that the budget be presented so that it can be televised and also broadcast. I don't know, can we,
About the 21st.
But can we just go ahead and set it for the 26th, and we'll see if we can get this room on the 26th?
right, because it'll give us time next Monday in order to make the adjustment and make the change.
Okay.
So, and that's fine. I just really,
So instead of the 18th, we're talking about
yes,
May
sir, we may
26th?
need to change that date if we could, please.
Okay. And we'll
Does anybody have a problem?
cancel the meeting?
Nobody else has a problem with that date, trying to change the date there? Because I'd like for all commissioners to be here. Okay?
Mr. Chairman, could there be a motion to cancel the meeting on May 18th and to set the meeting on the 26th for 6
Yes,
p.m.?
we can do that. Gentlemen, I'd entertain a motion at this time to change the date.
I make a motion, we cancel the meeting that's scheduled for May 18th and reschedule it for May 26th.
Second, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Is that a work session or?
That'll be the night, that'll be when the budget's presented by the, Mr. French, the county manager.
That'd be-
That budget will be presented at that time. All right, anything further? All those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you very much, gentlemen. The consent agenda,
Move to approve the consent agenda.
motion's made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise. Mr. French, do we need to have a closed session?
Yes, sir, we do.
All right, we will be going into closed session under North Carolina General Statutes 143-318.11, paragraph A, 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, to prevent disclosure of confidential information, attorney-client privilege, economic development, contractual and personnel. I'll make that in the form of a motion so that everyone will understand. We will come back and adjourn. There will be no business taken care of when we come back. We'll come back for the primary purpose of adjournment only.
Second.
Motion's made, second. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise. Thank you very much, gentlemen.